Data scientist job interview, business impact. Characters. Interviewer, Mr. Harrison, senior data manager, professional, direct, and observant. Candidate, Elena, data scientist candidate, confident, analytical, and articulate.
We've covered your technical chops, Elena. Now let's talk about this so what.
You mean how the data actually translates into business value?
Exactly. Many brilliant scientists struggle to explain their work to our board of directors.
I understand. If the stakeholders don't trust the model, it never gets implemented.
Precisely. Imagine you've built a model that suggests we should cut marketing spend in a high-performing region.
That would definitely raise some eyebrows in the marketing department.
The VP of marketing is skeptical. How do you approach that meeting?
First, I wouldn't lead with the math. I'd lead with the potential cost savings.
That's a good start. What's your next move?
I'd show them the diminishing returns curve through a simple visualization.
So, you're showing them that more money doesn't equal more growth at that stage?
Exactly. I'd demonstrate that we've hit a saturation point in that specific market.
What if they argue that brand awareness can't be measured by your model?
I'd acknowledge that brand equity is real, but I'd point to the conversion data.
It sounds like you're comfortable with a bit of pushback.
I see pushback as an opportunity to refine the business logic behind the model.
Let's talk about ROI. How do you quantify the success of your data projects?
I look at 3 things: cost reduction, revenue lift, and time saved.
Which one do you think is most important for a company like ours?
Since you are scaling fast, revenue lift and customer retention are likely your top priorities.
Correct. How would you explain model accuracy to a CEO who just wants to know, will it work?
I'd avoid saying 90% precision. Instead, I'd say, out of 100 at-risk customers, we can now save 90 of them.
That is a much more digestible way to frame it.
CEOs think in terms of outcomes, not distributions.
In your previous job, did you ever have to shut down a project because the data didn't support the business goal?
Yes, actually. We were trying to predict shoe sizes based on purchase history.
That sounds ambitious. What happened?
The variance was too high. I told the stakeholders that a manual size guide was more cost-effective than a faulty AI.
Was it hard to tell them that their AI dream wasn't feasible?
A little, but saving the company 6 months of wasted development time was the right call.
Honesty is a trait we value highly here.
I believe a data scientist should be a truth teller, even when the truth is boring.
How do you handle scope creep when a manager keeps asking for more features?
I use a phase approach. I tell them, that's a great idea for phase 2, but let's get the MVP live first.
That keeps the momentum going.
Exactly. Perfect is the enemy of the good and deployed.
Have you ever presented your findings in a town hall or a large meeting?
Yes, I've presented quarterly data insights to a group of about 50 people.
How do you keep an audience like that engaged?
I use storytelling. I start with a problem a real customer faced and show how the data solved it.
People do love a good story.
It makes the numbers feel human.
How do you ensure your data reports are actually being used?
I track the view rate on our internal dashboards and ask for feedback every 2 weeks.
If a dashboard isn't being viewed, what do you do?
I interview the users. Often the dashboard is too cluttered or doesn't answer their primary question.
So you apply user experience principles to your data delivery?
Absolutely. A report is a product, and the managers are my customers.
I love that mindset. It's very product-led.
At the end of the day, my job is to make their decision-making easier.
Well, you've certainly made my decision-making interesting today.
I'm glad to hear that. Data is only powerful if it leads to action.
See you in the next English conversation session by Wisdom Studio 8.